Everyone, we're back again. Welcome to a rehearsal talk, day 5. Today was a very exciting day. Yeah, there were lots of countries rehearsing today. And today we're also the second rehearsals. You, the public, also saw everything. And right now we're gonna discuss everything, how everything went, inside information, but also a bit of a discussion because there was a lot of problems today. So we're gonna dive in today and we're gonna start with Albania. So Albania started today with some new hair, new outfits, new staging, and new choreography. Well, I can say that Albania is still going to dance the same way. The same way we're used to. The EBU said that they were that they weren't allowed to dance sexually because well, it's still a family show and everything. Yeah, no, that's not true. They're still going to dance in the same way, um, and the rehearsal went pretty bad actually. Ronella told me that she doesn't care anymore about the live shows because the EBU and Rai, yeah, I have to say, they fucked up the staging too much. It's a pain in the ass because, well, Ronella has done so unbelievably much work for Secret. I mean, the song itself already won Festival Ikenges in December of last year. So they had to like rehearse a song a lot. Um, she even revamped the song. And like right now, like on the first rehearsal day, the EBU is saying like, no, you need to change your choreography. That's bullshit. That's really big bullshit. Like you could have told them earlier, you know. Anyways, the stage still kind of looks the same. We have very much instead of pyros today we have CO2. They got rid of the pyros, and they are now going to use CO2. And will that do Albania good? I don't know. I don't know. You can really see that the lighting is okay. It's okay. Um, but it's you can see it's not what they wanted. So I don't think this will do Albania good because well, if they just like did the red staging with fire and everything, Ronella said she didn't want to do that because well, we've already seen that at Eurovision. It's not new anymore, and she wanted to try something. The blue and pink colors in the staging really do stand for something. I don't know where they stand for, but they do stand for something, she said. um, anyways, I hope their next rehearsal go well. And with next rehearsal, I mean jury show, because well, it's their last. They can still rehearse during the jury show, but then it's like an official rehearsal that will give you points. And then they also have the family show, and that's like their final run through before the live show. I really hope everything goes well, even though she said she doesn't care anymore because it got screwed up too much. Still hope she does well. It's people still have to remember it's a song competition. Of course, staging takes a big role in all of this, but it's a song competition, and with this song, yeah, she will definitely go to the final. Next up, we have, I think it's City Tani. Yeah, they do. We have City Tani. City Tani are amazing. They have this amazing staging. They have charisma, choreography, the good lighting, and the great camera shots. Yeah, today went but then way better than the first one. They said. They now fixed everything, like the lighting that didn't work, the camera angles that were they fixed that. They said they were really happy with today's rehearsal. But there's one thing that really shocks everyone. Um, in Supernova, one of the guys tore his pants apart when he did the splits. That wasn't rehearsed. He also didn't know that was gonna happen. So yeah, every time they rehearse, that happened. So it will probably happen as well on the semifinal night. And if it happens, they think it will be funny, even though it's not part of the staging, but they do think it will be funny. Um, yeah, for the rest, everything went really good. They were really happy with today's results. I think they're gonna qualify as well. I mean, they have amazing lights, amazing staging, and yeah, we will definitely see Latvia back in the final. Next up, we have Lithuania and Monica Liu. She was pretty happy because, well, last time when she did her rehearsal, she went to her hotel and like she cried her eyes out. She literally did. And I don't want Monica Lee to go through that because she's an amazing person and she worked so much on the staging. But instead of the lights, they chose to focus on the LEDs on the sun. But we all know what happened. Yeah, they can't use the LEDs on the sun because it wouldn't be fair to other countries. Yeah, it's crazy. What we do see this time is that there is this like star effect on the camera. She told me, and well, I also like watched the rehearsals with her, like the rehearsal clips and everything. She said Ukraine was her favorite. Like their staging was so good. Oh my god! But we're gonna talk about that in a moment. She also said that Ukraine gave her goosebumps, and she like showed me her arms, and yeah, there were definitely goosebumps. Um, and I love that. I love that she's supporting Ukraine, and like now you can really see that it's real. It's not for getting extra points or anything. I never thought it was. Um, but I now can confirm it's real. It's real. She really does love the song. She even gets goosebumps every time she listens to it. So yeah, she hopes Ukraine will win. And I hope Lithuania will qualify because they have very smart staging, I have to say. Of course, they had to change it last minute, but they have very smart staging with the sparkle effect on the camera. And yeah, the camera like turns around her and everything. There's a steady cam, and yeah, I really hope to see Lithuania back in the final. The thing that did go wrong though was that the ground LEDs weren't actually in the middle of the stage, and she's supposed to like be in the center of this sea of lines and everything. But she told me that went wrong. Last time she couldn't hear herself. This time she could. So for the rest, everything went great. And they're now gonna fix the last final part of the staging. And I really hope we do see Lithuania back in the final because she really deserves it. Um, who was the next country? I think it was Switzerland. Yeah, it is. Oh my God. So, Sacha Jean Baptiste, the stage director for Switzerland and many other countries like Sweden, etc., 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 she did their staging as well. It was so much fun talking with her. Because, well, she wanted to go to a restaurant, but she didn't know where a nice place was. So I took Sacha Jean Baptiste to this really nice restaurant, um, and then she had some pizza or something else. I don't know, but it was so much fun, like talking with her. Um, we talked about tout l'univers, her doing Fuego, and she does the staging. if the artist is good. Not if the song is good. It's only if the artist is a fun person, okay, then we will do the staging. Not because like the song is extra good or something. Um so yeah, she really so and I can tell Maurice Bear is a really great person. His rehearsal went really well. You can definitely see like the heart on his face and also on the ground. When he says mountains they crumble, you can see the light sparkle. The rivers they run dry. You can see like these dry kind of dots. I have to say. Yeah, it's really weird explaining it, but yeah. When he sings, aeroplanes fall aeroplanes fall down from the sky. He like waves his arms to the side of him, and there are these two big lights going to the next of him. All right, and yeah, the staging looks really really good. I'm really curious if this is going to the final or not, because I don't know if the people at home will like the song, but the people at home will like the staging, and the juries they will love this song, like they will really like it, um, and probably the staging as well. So it's kind of like okay, maybe it will finish like 11th or something, or maybe it will be the last qualifier, or maybe it won't even qualify. Yeah, but like that's when he's 11th. For the rest, everything went really well, and he told me there are a lot of secrets we don't know yet. So it's gonna be way bigger than we think, actually. Really curious to see what he's gonna do. Well, for the next country, we have Slovenia. Slovenia have this like big disco ball, and at the end of the song, there's a steady cam that turns around the disco ball, and all the artists in LPS are standing around the disco ball and like playing their instruments and everything. So yeah, that's what we will see. Like there's a camera going around all the artists, and the disco ball is so huge. For the rest, yeah, their rehearsal went well. They said. Although their first rehearsal, they said it was a mess, but this time it was way better. It was way better. Also, one of the guys, Svije, he messed up his solo in the first rehearsal. It's also a lyrics in the song, but he really did actually. But yeah, you can't tell because well the instruments aren't being played live. But this time he played his solo really good. He said so. That's really nice. Will we see Slovenia back in the final? I don't know. Like their staging is so good, but I don't know if their song will get them a ticket for the final. I hope so because their personality. Well, I hope like everyone goes through because almost everyone deserves to go through just because of their personality alone. But it's not a personality contest; it's a song contest. I have no idea, but the camera angles, everything, it looks so smooth. So it's like a, uh, I can't tell. I really can't tell. Next up, we have Ukraine. I thought for a long time that Ukraine might not be the winner of Eurovision. Well, in the beginning when they released their song and everything, and the war was going on, I thought I thought they will win because well, like people will vote for Ukraine. They will probably even win the televote, but I don't think they will win the juries. Like Ukraine last year got ninth, and that's not really good. It wasn't enough for them to win. And I don't think that juries will love Stefania, but I do think they will love the staging. I know the feeling. You like the participants and want the best for them. Unfortunately, they can't all win. That's true. That's true. So, sadly enough, we do have to say goodbye to some of them. even like maybe the ones with the nicest personalities. But yeah, it's a song contest, and it's rough. They know, the artists know what they signed up for, but still, like they put so much work into Eurovision, and it would be a shame if they don't qualify. Going back to Ukraine, I do think the juries will love the staging, but I don't know about the song. So it's really like a mix again. I really can't tell. But what you can tell, they are in it to win it. I won't be surprised if Ukraine wins because their staging, their song, it all works so well. Like they definitely had the best rehearsal today. Even like other countries say so. Like they were the best. I also talked to some other journalists. They also think so as well. So yeah, I think it's either, I don't know about Italy because well I haven't seen their staging yet. Tomorrow we will actually, but without Blanco. Blanco will not attend the first rehearsal because there were some schedule problems. Yeah, it's really weird. So I really don't know how they're gonna do it. Like, will Mahmoud be alone on stage? I don't know. But yeah, I think it's gonna be either right now from what we have seen. I think Sweden or Ukraine. Like those are the only two that can win, and maybe even Greece. Yeah, I think Greece will end up pretty high as well. The next, uh, yeah, the next country to like be there for the win, it's of course Italy. But yeah, we still don't know how the staging is gonna look like, so can't tell anything. Ukraine also has these eyes on stage, and when the bridge in the song comes, the eyes cry, and the tears are yellow, so they fall down and go onto the LED floors. And when the tears arrive on the floors, all of the artists will walk on their tears and like go to the front of the stage, and then they will sing Stefania right over there. So will we see Ukraine in the final? Of course, they may even win this whole competition. So of course we will see them in the final. Bulgaria. It's the next country. Bulgaria had a really nice rehearsal. At least they said so. Haven't talked that much to them though. They're really close, but still really nice. Um, yeah, to be honest, I kind of forgot about Bulgaria. But I did know like when I saw the rehearsal, there were like a lot of pyros. Damn, they really took out a dragon and like collected all its fire. Um, yeah, I do remember that the camera angles were pretty good. Um, but there was one thing that I think wasn't that nice. You can hear the backing vocalists sing way too loud. I don't think that's a good thing because it kind of like ruins the song. Well, it doesn't ruin, but it's just not helping the song, you know? It won't help them qualify. So I think if the backing singer's microphone is got just a little bit turned down, I think we can actually see Bulgaria in the final. And I know that's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but their rehearsal went really well. But we still have to see. Next ones are the Netherlands. So um, there were a lot of problems with the Netherlands. Their how do you say rehearsal? Yeah, so S10 was really stressed on stage because there was something wrong with her outfit, and she felt like people can see her breasts on camera. So every run through, she was really stressed if people can see her breasts. Um, but they are gonna fix it. I heard they will tape her boobs off. So if something happens during the final, you can see your boobs, and that's good, I think. For the rest, yeah, a lot of it went wrong. There was, and I know the problem. Why? There's almost no communication between the director and the Dutch delegation. Um, or well, at least it doesn't go well. It's really curious to see how they will fix this because, well, even in the rehearsal clip, you can see that the cameras are malfunctioning, and even like uh, I don't know how do you say it. There's like one light not working, and my ring is stuck in my hair. Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay, not anymore. But yeah, it just sucked that they have such a beautiful song, and then right now it all kind of gets ruined because of the staging. Even the Dutch delegation said to me that they weren't the happiest with the song because, or well, with the rehearsal, because the only thing that you can see are the lights, like when the ooh and then the ah. That's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. And I think it's good in a way because, well, she does tell her song to you. She tells her story, but there could be like a lot more going on, like a lot more. So yeah, I think I'm really curious because, well, maybe this will even be like a Senec 2018 Belgium 2018 moment. Um, where the song is amazing, but the staging is it's not doing it for me at least in some ways. Um, so I was sure we were going to qualify like 1 week ago, but right now I don't know. I really hope so because I really think juries will love the song. But the staging is yeah, it's partly good, partly bad. You can see that she's telling her story and it gets delivered very well. I have to say that. She also sings really good, but there could be a lot more going on. So, will we see the nuns in the final? I think so. I still think so. Yeah, but it's still a big guess if we even will qualify. Um, we have to wait until the first semifinal. Let's go on to Moldova. Moldova had a great rehearsal. They said it was way better than the last one. Um, but you can still see the lack of the LEDs on the sun. Talking about the sun, the stage isn't actually broken. It it works, but the EBU says it's broken because they can't turn it fast enough in time during a postcard. So if like one country tries to use the LED side of the sun, and then the next one will use just the lighting part of the sun. They can't use it in time. They can use it. They can't turn it around in time. So that's why they say to every country, okay, we're just gonna use the lighting side because more countries are gonna use the lighting side than the LED side. But it sucks. It really sucks. It definitely puts countries like Lithuania and Moldova at risk of not qualifying because, well, they put all of their energy in the LEDs. All of their money went to the LEDs, and now the last minute, oh yeah, we can turn the stage around fast enough. Yeah, it's not their problem. It's not their problem, you. It's really you that should be concerned. Um, so yeah, it's crazy because, well, I've seen it work. I've seen it literally turn around and everything and spin around, but it goes really slow. Yeah, yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. For the rest, Moldova had some really interesting camera angles, I need to say. Um, I don't know if we will see them in in the final though, because I always thought like the staging would be very different. But now with the lighting, it really misses a part of the song. So yeah, I don't know if we will see Moldova in the final because the LEDs are missing. They really are missing in the sun. Next up was Portugal, and today we got the news that one of the delegation members from Portugal got COVID, and yes, it's all true. Um, it's a backing singer, so it's not Maro herself, thankfully, but it's a backing singer. They went to the arena and they came to pick her up and like all of this protection for COVID, like they were really suited up in COVID suits, like had so many masks on. It was an ambulance as well. Um, yeah, so that backing singer now has to stay in quarantine for 7 days. So if if Portugal does make it to the final, the backing singer will be back at the final. But if they don't, then the backing singer can't be in the semifinal. Yeah, their rehearsal went pretty well as well. A lot of blue lightning, and you also see like blue woods behind her, or at least on the working LED screen. For the rest, it kind of has like a cute vibe because there are like these backing singers all around her, so it has a really nice vibe to it. But I don't know if we will see Portugal in the semifinal, in the official final. But I think she could be a surprise qualifier. Yeah, 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 yeah. So who knows? Next up is Croatia, and Croatia has done her staging differently than in the Croatian national final itself. Um, she now stands up and has her guitar as well, and she walks around on stage and has these, I think, four or three dancers. Um, yeah, she also uses these blue woods. It's like it's like a returning pattern, but I don't I don't know if we will see her back in the final. I don't think so, to be honest. Um, for the rest, she said that everything went well. There were still some problems, but they were very small details, so it will all be good for the final. And I also asked her a question, like in her song, she sings, "Would you run away?" And I asked her, if you could run away to any place in the world right now, where would she go? Uh, and she said Thailand because, well, she needs a vacation. She says it's so much stress working on Eurovision. So she said Thailand will do her good because the weather is so good over there. And like today, it was raining a lot, actually in Turin. In the morning, it was pretty nice, but later on in the day, it was raining so bad. And tomorrow it's gonna rain as well. So everyone, if you're in Turin, grab your umbrellas. Um, but yeah, Croatia just has to finish these small details. Um, but I think even if they finish them, I don't think we will see them back in the final. I really don't think so. Even though I wish she would go through, but yeah, it is what it is. Uh, Next up we have Denmark, and Denmark had a great run through. Um, Instead of their name ready and now being displayed on an LED behind the band, um, it's now written all over the LED floor. So that's new. That's really new. I think they didn't have this in the first rehearsal, um, because well, yeah, they had to like change it last minute, and now they are prepared, and they know that the sun isn't working. Well, yeah, it isn't working. It isn't turning around fast enough. Um, so yeah, for the rest, it all kind of stayed the same from Dance Community Grand Prix. Like there are a lot of colors: yellow, green, blue, red. All of those colors we will see back, and I think maybe well, the run through was really great, so we can maybe see them back in the final. Um, Austria. I actually even heard Austria from the back of the arena. Yeah, well, not from the back of the arena, um, but at the front. Like at one point, they were opening all the doors, and I was like, "Whoa!" You can like, I could see the stage for like a few seconds. Um, it looks great. The lighting looks great. At the end of the song, there are going to be like flashy white lights and many red lights as well. They still have their same outfit. They still have the circle around them, and we have this new part in the at the end. There's going to be like she will sing this really long note in Halo, and we didn't hear it before. You can hear it in the rehearsal clip as well. Um, but yeah, you just have to see for yourself. It's really nice. Um, I don't know if we will see them back in the final though. Although Lumix does make how do you say interaction with the public. Um, I don't know. It's really hard to predict. This semi-final is so tough. But anyways, the song is great. Her voice is great. They will sing a tone lower, so it's not in the original key that it used to be, but it's still one of the favorites to go through. But I don't think juries will love this as much as people think, and that's why I don't think it will go through. Also, Pia Maria, her voice is a bit shaky. I have to say, it's way better than the last few times, um, but it's still like a bit shaky, and I don't think people are gonna like that. So, yeah, yeah, really sad to say, but I don't think we will see Austria back in the final. Um, what was up with Austria as well? I don't really remember. I think I don't really have any more information about Austria. So then we go on to Greece. Ugh, Greece. I don't know how, but every time when at literally every Eurovision, their rehearsal seems to be one of the best rehearsals. Well, actually, like one of the best run throughs we see. Like they have no problems. They just have a perfect run through. I think it's because of the communication. Like I don't think that countries like Albania can really have good communication with the stage director or the stage crew. And I think that's why their rehearsal went so bad. At least the rehearsal from Albania. And I think in Greece, I don't know how they do it, but every time it seems to be that they have a great run through. Um, we see these amazing chairs. They're back. The rumors from months ago, they were eventually true. There will be stairs on stage that have fallen onto the ground and are now standing in these weird places actually. Um what can I say more about it? Oh yeah, the change from the chorus to like cause if we die together, well, that part, it's so beautiful. You can see the full stage, lights are going up. She kneels but literally nails the note, I think it's even better than the studio version. So I think Greece are in it to win it. Talking about Greece, their friend Cyprus will give them 12 points eventually. Not in the semifinal, but in the final, I do think so. That happens every year. So Greece already has 12 points. Um, Talking about Cyprus, I'm really curious to see her performance as well. I think she will be there tomorrow or either the next day. No, okay, we will see her on Friday. Really curious because her staging, oh, it's gonna be so good. Will we see Greece back in the final? Yes, we will. We really, really will. So yeah, they could even like win Eurovision. I know it sounds crazy, but they really could. Um, which country had the best rehearsal of the day? I already said so earlier on, but it was definitely Ukraine. Yeah, even though the war is going on, and like people will think, oh no, they will win because of political stuff. No, if they do, a bit will be political, of course, but they really had the best staging. Even if there was no war or anything going on, they had the best staging. They were still fifth in the bookies before the war, so this would even like um, make them the winner of today at least as well. Um, yeah, I really do. Uh, I'm scared because I don't want to. Well, I do think they deserve to win, and I will be happy for them if they win. But you know me. You guys have seen earlier live streams. I'm a Swedish fanboy, so I really hope Sweden does win. Um, and yeah, let's have a look. I do think Sweden is gonna get like maybe 300 uh, jury votes or something like that. But I think she will have like 140, maybe probably even more. But I think she at least will have 140 televotes. So yeah, she could win it, but also Ukraine. And right now it's Ukraine that's winning. Right now it's really Ukraine that's winning. But we haven't seen anything from Sweden yet, except for the first rehearsal. But yeah, that was the same staging as in Melfest. So we kind of like know what the staging was going to look like, but we don't know what the camera angles will look like. And maybe it can still even change. Um, we still have some countries to go, and we also still have some big five countries to rehearse. A lot of them, I think all of them will rehearse tomorrow for the first time. So maybe we will have a new winner, maybe we won't. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I will give you all of the information again that I see and I get from the artists. And yeah, then I will see you guys all tomorrow. So see you then and have a great time wherever you are. Ciao ciao.